Kaggwa.
Yo.
Andrew Kaggwa
Maiga.
Yes. Shadow Katikiro.
Pokino. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Shadow Katikiro. Yeah, like Shadow Katikiro. Like, yes.
So, this episode, we want to handle two films
Mm-hmm.
that I believe have a very interesting take on life.
Mm-hmm.
They are very social.
Yeah.
And I also believe they might be a little bit cultural, locally, but I think this is historical. It's human.
Yes.
As human beings, someone can actually try to empathize with the characters and their decisions anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Now, one of them is Ruthless.
Yes.
Yes, Ruthless by Zizinga. Yes. It's by Zizinga Patrick Nsimbe.
Mm-hmm.
And then At the Edge by Sesimba Tadeo.
Yeah.
Now, Ruthless is a story about a rich man in the village and a woman who owns a bar owes him some money. And what does the woman do? He finds a way to pay, but he doesn't have money. And the rich man makes a suggestion that I see your stepdaughter is reached the age of
maturity.
Yes, why don't you just allow me to take her and we are settled. We settle the debts. And guess what? The stepmother actually does it.
Yes.
Shock, right?
Yeah.
Of course, the stories of that were sold before where stepmothers were always bad, the Cinderella story and all that, it comes back here, right?
Yeah.
Actually, the man takes the girl. The girl is forced into that forced marriage.
Yeah.
Turn of events later, the girl runs away. And the man is demanding. You see, if the girl ran away, it means the debt is still on.
Yes.
And I don't want to spoil more.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how your experience is with the village. Did you stay in the village?
During holidays. I was one of those Kampala rats. City rats who
you were Jaden. You were Jaden.
Thank you very much. No. Of those days. Those
you
days.
were Jaden of those days.
Of those days.
Like how they speak English.
You go to the village for the holiday, actually Christmas holidays. Yes.
Okay. You're lucky you used to go for the Christmas holiday. I used to go for the Christmas itself. Yeah, like okay. I would go for the Christmas and live on Boxing Day. Like, hey, bye.
For us, we had to make sure whatever food we took is complete before we leave. And then we leave with food from the village. So,
wow. Okay. You were very bad, Jaden. So, like, I used to go to the village, like, just once in a while when I was a child. But then when we started becoming, like, teenagers, you would hear stories like, hey, you remember the girl you used to play with? She got married off.
Yes.
And like at times you never got to really understand what that meant. But later we started knowing that, those were like early marriages. Some of them were forced.
Yes.
And then others like came out of circumstances. As we grew older, or say we got into our 20s and our 30s, we started believing that these things no longer exist. And we convince ourselves every time that these things no longer exist. And yet, when I see cinema, like you see, art is supposed to reflect life.
Yes.
Like it keeps telling you maybe these things do exist. You see, the other week, the Northern Uganda Film Awards took place. And one of the winning films was Tears of Akelo. Tears of Akelo also had themes of a stepmother and a stepdaughter.
Yes.
And when you look at Ruthless still, you still have themes of a stepmother coming back, though in a different way.
Yes.
And when you look at the other film we are going to talk about, like it juxtaposes, like it's not stepmother, but it's also like a forced marriage
Still
kind of
family, yes,
thing
yes.
trying to come back. So like at times you think maybe these things no longer exist, and then art is telling you
It is.
actually
Yeah.
they still exist.
Yes.
So one, I think it's a timely story.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's that reality check. Like you might be in your Kampala bubble, thinking life has moved on, and then you see this film, and then you ask around, or you see the trailers of these films on YouTube, and the engagement they fetch is kind of telling you that wow, life is actually still going on. Like these things are still happening, people are still doing these things. So I think all these are very chilling reality dramas that I believe the audience is going to enjoy in a way, and they would start conversations.
I think definitely. I believe a good story is a story that sparks conversation.
Yeah.
A story that gives the audience a chance to choose sides and judge the characters and actually pass a decision and say, you are wrong, you shouldn't have done that. And I think a film like Ruthless does that. You hate what the mother does.
Yeah.
You hate what the other man does. And I think this is a film, I mean, when you look at the nominations, it got into some of the top nomination categories.
Yeah, that's true.
It has a Best Actress.
Yeah.
The mother who was acting mother got nominated. That is Vivian Chintulinda. And then the guy who was acting the rich man, Patrick Zizinga Simbe, who is the owner of the film, he also got nominated for Best Actor. And then it also got nominated for Best Screenplay. It says something about the story and why people should watch it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Though, okay, my issue with the film is I think it should still have been more entertaining.
Yes.
Much as it gets the message across, I believe it should be more entertaining. But
well,
that's almost a story for another day. When
you are a Kaggwa, we can't deny the people the opportunity to decide.
That's almost a story for another day when it comes to Ugandan films striking a balance between
advocacy
entertaining and advocacy.
Yes.
It's almost still a very long journey.
Yeah, I agree with you, because we have seen stories that advocate for things like cancer without it being shoved down the throats of the audience. So I think, and I agree with you, the thin line.
We should, because this is supposed to be edutainment.
Yes.
It must entertain but also educate at the same time.
Yes.
Like it shouldn't dwell so much onto the education, because the importance will be missed. No one wants to be preached to.
True. So that is Ruthless. Ruthless is going to be screening in the cinemas. Quickly to look here, it's going to be screening at Acacia. Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's the second film that's going to be screening at Acacia. I think people should go there and watch this film. It is a powerful story. And
I wish we had community centers.
Yes.
Like it's one of those films I believe would have done amazing in a community center.
It's powerful for a community because this story actually happens down there.
Yes.
And such people are the people who make such decisions. Such things don't happen really in the urban centers.
Yes.
Yes.
I think this is now me doing like a general critic on all Ugandan films. I wish Ugandan films could identify where the story is happening from, because that gives people in that community more chances to own it or to connect to it. If we could know where this story was happening from in the setting of the film, it would have been nice to have the film screen in that area as well. Yeah, like you know how you're watching a film, say a Hollywood film, and they're deliberate about it being a New York film.
Yes.
So I wish we have that identity with our films.
I think that's still lacking, because I realize our thing has been more about sourcing locations and not telling the story directly as that particular place's story.
Yeah.
And it's a hard one.
Yeah, like if we can manage that, because I mean, even all the films that pass off as New York are not entirely shot in New York.
Yes.
Some could shoot scenes from as far as South Africa, but them having that ability to be owned by a place kind of moves them a lot in that place. So
I think I feel you, because when you even look at the popular TV shows that are internationally,
Yeah.
you have seen tourism in areas grow.
Yes.
Because people say it was shot here.
Yes.
I think Ginger has done us that, but we have not sold it as Ginger.
We have not sold it as
Yes,
Ginger.
so I understand.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
At the Edge.
At the Edge.
At the Edge is such a story which, when you watch it, you realize these are things that have been happening. You have heard this phrase somewhere. As we grew up, we heard it. It's still happening up to now. The story of an old man calling a young girl Muchala, or an old woman calling a young boy Mwami. Yeah. Now, the story of At the Edge by Sesimba Tadeo is basically very complicated. A girl grows up in a village. There is a nearby rich man. The parents are not able to actually pay fees and take care of the girl. The father gets into an agreement with the rich man to actually pay fees for the girl and see that she gets to university.
Yes.
And it happens. So the story starts when the girl is back in the village. And the joke of genda olabe ku mwami wonno. Anja genda mulabeko, she's actually laughing about it. It's actually a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, a joke until actually things go out of hand. They actually get out of hand. Where the rich man is actually saying, now that school is done, I want my wife.
Yes.
It gets really, this story is painful to watch. I don't want to spoil it, and don't spoil it more.
Yes.
People need to watch this story, Kaggwa.
Yeah, people, it's almost the same case of the other.
Yes.
But I think from the time I was watching it, I knew this was going to happen.
Yes.
Like I knew it was going to happen. But of course, not the way it. But Aaron, when I think about it right now, it's the same producer.
No.
It's not the same producer.
Yeah, the producer of Over the Edge is the same producer of Intringent.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But anyway, when I was watching it, I knew it was going to happen.
Yes.
And we grew up around such things. I remember the very first time someone called me Mwami. It's like, wait, what's going on? and I think that was my grandmother. I think my grandmother from my dad's side.
Yes.
Yeah, so they are things we can pass on, and the way it was happening in this film, it was very casual. They laughed about it, and she even met him the first time, and she's like, hey, Mwami Chi, but you could see something was very uneasy about it. And more so when she started saying she would like to go back to town and settle and start a relationship, and the other party wasn't thinking was like, hey, but I thought you had that here.
I know, right? It gets complicated.
And
it gets complicated because
it gets complicated.
Yes.
Aye.
This film is powerful. Like you said, there are some films that actually needed to get down to the people.
I think this also deserves a community screening watch.
Yes. It earns a nod for the best feature. Best feature film, which means it's a good story.
Yes,
it's a good story, and then it goes on into best cinematography. It appears in best actress. Best actress
for the lady that was
girl.
The girl.
Yes, the girl, Mwine Marion. Then it also appears in best supporting actress, the mother. Yes, and then best supporting actor.
For
the brother
that became
Mute.
retarded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then it also comes up in the best indigenous.
Oh, yeah.
And also
yeah.
best original soundtrack. So it's a big film.
Okay.
8 nominations.
Yeah.
Eight nominations.
Eight nominations.
Says a lot.
That says a lot.
Says a lot.
That's it. And I think this there's something about this year that someone was telling me very many filmmakers people used to consider downtown
Yes.
featured prominently on the lists.
Yes.
But then someone also said something that this year had a situation of downtown filmmakers making films in English and then uptown filmmakers making films
Yes.
in local languages.
Irony, the irony
Yeah,
of life,
the
right?
irony.
So people should remember At the Edge is going to be screening at the Arena Mall.
Yeah.
I think it's the third film that will be screening at the Edge.
Yeah.
And then it will be showing at
Newmax.
Newmax. Yes. It will also be showing at Ham.
Yeah.
Yes. So people should look out for the screening schedule. And actually go and watch this film. It's a very entertaining. It will spark conversation.
I think it's one of those truly Ugandan films.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't know if the use of this word, say Mwami and Muchala, I don't think it's the same probably in another African country, because it's very prominent in Uganda, and to be specific in Buganda.
Yes.
I don't know if it's the same in other places.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we're looking at the fact that you watch a story and you feel like, wow, this happens in some part of the world.
Yeah.
And then the questions of what would I do?
What would I do
if I were in such a situation?
Yeah.
So I think that's the power of storytelling in film. And I think filmmakers are doing an amazing job. Like we said, Simba comes from people thinking, I think Wings Films.
Yeah.
It comes from there, and people think maybe they are not meant to come over this side. And they make a film that has actually become a...
We believe they are meant to be this side.
They just don't
believe
in
they
themselves.
are supposed to be anywhere they want to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So At the Edge and the Ruthless are going to be showing in the cinemas near you. Please go and watch these films and enjoy these films. Let the conversation continue. We are saying local films, local stories, global impact. Yeah. And I think these two films can do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you very much. UFF 2025 film screenings in the cinemas near you, and the community halls or the community markets near you, and some schools or institutions.